think the others are making good progress? Oh, hey look! They made it back as well! Prince! Llama! How did it all go?
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up, so they won't be joining us for now.
I ran into Miss Inefa and Miss Aino on the way back. Their work is still in progress, so I suspect they won't be back for a while either.
You seem rather cheerful today, Mr. Flintz.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do and came away with more than I bargained for. Fighting alone can get quite tedious, but I had the good fortune to run into a pair of brave young warriors.
We meet again. How have you been?
Albedo! What are you doing here?
Thankfully, tracking you down turned out to be a lot simpler than we envisaged.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the wild hunt. When they told me they were Servarka's colleagues, it all made sense. And given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross paths, it's no wonder you're already acquainted.
So, who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
A gentleman of few words, I see. And a rather stern countenance.
It's nice to meet you. Again. We've technically met before.
Wait a sec! You're Mini Durin!
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's name really reflects who they are.
Wow! You look so different! In a good way, of course. It's great to see you looking so healthy.
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment. I'll be sure to simply call you Paimon as a sign of my great respect for you.
Wow! You're such a smooth talker now. Paimon could get used to this. From now on, you may refer to her as your esteemed guide, Paimon.
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size. When people call her Little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable that they can't help themselves.
You're absolutely right, Miss Lauma. My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to understanding human relationships.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't Kutar...
She's been catching up with old friends. Uh-oh. People are talking about me. Hope it's nothing negative.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
It's getting crowded here. I'll go grab some chairs.
No need. This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss. It's been a pleasure, everyone. But this is where I'll say goodbye.
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities. I'm just glad.
I understand. Well, bye for now.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise, we might not fit all these people in.
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am. Come on in and see for yourself.
I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's colleague gone, we should be back to the original crew plus the other colleagues I brought in. Though, it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a colleague too?
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
This here is Dainsleif, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're speaking.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the...
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important. Paimon's guessing you've heard.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the Wild Hunt is our mutual enemy...
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Mr. Dainsleif, there's a seat with your name on it. Though, I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can rustle up a couple more chairs?
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs.
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking has been like jumping in at the deep end.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it. There are people who go their whole...
I wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can hurry her along, it's you.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides, aren't you curious to see what...
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, I'm guessing she'd prefer to keep her methods confidential. Under such circumstances, would it not be tactless for me to impose?
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss Moonchanter. Besides, you have far more in common with her than I do.
All right, then.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all. I admire your powers of persuasion, my friend.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that you can be selective with your own.
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true sage.
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill before the meeting. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. We'll get down to business once the other two arrive.
You're both awfully quiet. Why don't... Have either of you ever had your
That sounds like a lovely idea.
I dabble a...
He's an excellent painter.
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the chance...
I'll bear that in mind.
Oh, whatever style feels...
Very well.
You can replicate any style.
I can try.
Thank you.
Is there something you'd like to say to me?
Yeah! For starters, why'd you just show up here without it?
If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that that's...
You do have a point there. Oh yeah! You'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Want to tag along with us? You know...
Sure. Let's do that.
Great! Paimon will handle it! And in return, we can get Dainsleif to be our...
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be happy...
Oh, okay then. Anyway, since we're all here...
Indeed.
Truth be told, I can't remember the last time I was in a meeting with so many people.
You're not alone there, my friend. The Lightkeepers also struggle to bring everyone together for a serious discussion.
I don't doubt that. I've only ever met two Retniki, one being you, and the other being that young guy, Itlua.
Itlua is a good apple. I'll give him that. He's kind, honest, and regularly delivers supplies to my lighthouse. A true ratnik to the core. In that sense, he puts me to shame.
So you're what? A fake ratnik? That's what it sounds like you're saying. But come on, why the awkward
Sorry. I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide it. You've no... Now that wasn't...
Let's just keep this between ourselves. Probably best if Eloa doesn't know, huh?
That goes without saying. Gotta be careful what you share with youngsters.
Anyone else in the know? Let me guess.
It's dangerous being too sharp for one's own good, you know.
Then, in the name of the animal...
When we went for drinks...
Of course! Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work. I left Yehoda back at the curatorium to watch over things while I'm gone.
Huh. So much for just this once.
Shh! Not so loud! We're on a roll here. What if she remembers and suddenly decides to back out?
Did you say something, Mr. Varka?
I didn't say anything. Right, Flint's?
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at nighttime. It's like they're putting on a concert in the...
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. Let me start by saying that it's an honor to be... first up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in Nod Krai. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. From the little I've heard, over here we have Mr. Flint's, a ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last operation, for those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team. By his side is a new face for us all, myself included. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss... Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel
Wow! That's a lot of people!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way, so, congratulations on the booming business, I guess.
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as it is? Who's looking for me?
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a commission for you.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that I'd like you to gather...
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say your job's probably more...
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of questions for me.
My name is Dainsleif. And yes, I am from Conria. As I'm sure you're aware, the Raker of Solnari's real name...
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends. What am I missing here? Surely you already know.
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names and identities of the 5 sinners. I remember it all. I have never spoken openly of this before. But the truth was exactly as people say. The 5 sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the abyss tempted them to their fall. The visionary, Vedifenir, who wished to foretell the future. The wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge. Gold, Rhindaughter, who desired to create life. The foul, and last but not least, Raker of Solnari, Rerir. Of the five, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions, so what changed in the space of a single night? How did he come to fall like the others?
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have no idea what act—
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time? The more detail you can give me, the better.
Strangely, now that it comes to it, I hardly know where to begin. The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedifenir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster King, only for the king to gouge out his eyes, and when I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had, and together, we set a night to centuries on. The memories of that night still haunt me, like a never-ending nightmare. We broke through the palace gates, but then I was betrayed. Even Vedifenir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay? You, of all people, must know that nothing comes for free.
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Believe it or not, there was a time when he was just an ordinary man. Working for the— Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you will accept my commission, I will tell you more about him.
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby.
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks!
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little over the top for you—
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif. Let's—
Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share.
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons, your power should be greatly enhanced. But it seems like that hasn't happened yet.
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot better now, the truth is, from the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. So far, I have yet to find a solution. It may turn out to be a problem. Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Raher of Solnari. As Arlecchino put it, this is not—
Kutar.
Defeating the Raher of Solnari will be no easy task. While my strength slowly recovers—
Naturally. We should take all the help we can get if we hope to defeat him.
We've considered several viable plans now, but our choice hinges on the answers to a few key questions. Is it even possible to kill Rerir? What experiences shaped the person or monster he became? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the first of these questions.
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say it's not my—
So you're placing all your hopes on me, huh?
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly, I can hardly believe...
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinches insincere flattery the next.
Ladies, please. I must object to your portrayal of me. That's all. Feel free to keep bickering. Just pretend...
I almost don't want to leave this room.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the very...
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that? What if I suddenly decide that my compensation is insufficient?
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir. And knowing you, that alone is motive enough.
Look at them getting along so well. Like two peas in a...
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
Miss Lauma, you have to understand something. Unlike you, I don't actually enjoy having everyone's hopes on...
Is that right? Well, maybe the fact that I'm willing to put my hopes in other people says more about me than you.
Anyway, we've got our plan, so let's get moving. Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk. And Traveler, once we're finished, if...
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues come up in the future, I'll have...
Hate to say it, friend, but that...
Why?
Quite the opposite.
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay. We actually use the time.
That's very considerate of you. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rerir's past. And we spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation. He feels confident that these secrets will be safe with you.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust...
That's because we know what you're capable of.
That's one way to put it. All right. So the reason I've think of this as... once the ceremony begins... Lastly, any individual...
Well, good luck, everyone!
There's a little more to it than that. In the event that something goes wrong, you will be...
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our... So, Paimon's like... the lifeguard?
Good. Please, take a seat. We'll get started.
So, did Mr. Dainsleif tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rerir kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his eventual downfall, but he's asked.
But surely you're not planning to go through with this.
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. I'm a businesswoman, not. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history?
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get in the way of safety concerns, we're good. We'll do whatever we...
You're such a killjoy.
All right, I'm good.
All set over here, too. Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
All right. Close. Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Booked according to Dainsliff, Rarier used to be an intelligence operative. Chances are there's plenty of top secret intel stashed away in this room. Is this where you keep your secrets, Rarier? He looks even gloomier than... He looks even gloomier than...
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them. Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed neutralized. This one should be archived under... Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent neutralized. Another one for purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter. Never mind. Male, 40. Neutralized. Just another nobody for the... Come to think of it, I remember Female. Neutralized. Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. None whatsoever. Female. Neutralized and... Filed. Male. Neutralized. Male.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No! No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly... Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts. Mr. Vedifalnir?
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
Forgive me. Tell me.
It is indeed within my power to force...
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such.
No fooling a prophet.
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of time before you came look.
Does it feel good?
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the... You fear my silence.
That's right.
The burden of prophecy.
So who exactly do you...
Or rather...
You're close...
You say that as though it is to...
You are so...
Very well. Let me offer you some advice. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness. If happiness is what you seek...
Hold on. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Thelindis?
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got... His name is Rerir. And he claims to be one...
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double...
Why are you telling me?
Simple. I want you to kill him. You are the only person he would never suspect.
No, absolutely not.
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last? Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flows in your veins too.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long been dead and gone. You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me. Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of fury for the way we were trampled into the dust.
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him. Or have him persuade the Vinster King.
Persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets? Over and over again? The Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's heart. And he dares to sit upon the throne? If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon us all.
The Reir of Solna. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept my own past a secret this whole time too. Love should be built on honesty. But ours was born from lies. And yet, is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? If we don't cover up the parts that no one else should see, Vedifalnir must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy. But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. I'll do no matter who I have to face.
Huh? Was that Rerir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out.
Deli? Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposition. Right. I'd almost forgotten they used to run it.
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be! So many have... We're not going to survive this, are we? Thelindis!
Sorry, Freether. I heard you, though. He's just following the King's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and...
By the time you first met him, he'd already...
No. Rerir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and besides, my eyes... Truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection to any of it. It's been a long time since my family's...
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic of a king?
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now, you need to keep yourselves hidden. Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be extra careful when he's around. And when I am too. For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me, just...
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have? But after all this time together, surely he wouldn't leave...
I won't speak in his defense. Nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape presents itself, take it.
You called that?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere right now. Please think about yourself for once.
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training grounds just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Why would it? Aren't we all just walking bloodbath? Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle, then choose your angle well. Your movement's light and brisk, and the prey won't sense a thing.
I know that. However, no one's ever died a quiet death of blood.
I work clean. No traces.
That doesn't make it open and above board, though. The king just happens to be now. What if one day he doesn't?
That won't happen.
He's changed. Ever since he fell under the spell of that power. He only had to take out a handful to get it. Now...
The ones I've dealt with have always been guilty. And I've carried out my work flawlessly.
No more lies. It all adds up.
You know I remember such a proposal with you. Was it because he didn't trust you? Or something else? No!
Thelindis, do you...
Orlog.
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers. You spoke for quite a while, didn't you?
Yes, we did. What about him?
He was arrested 2 days...
He
I just don't get it! After everything he's done, why do you still... Or does it mean nothing to you that people keep dying?
No, that's not... Just hear me out.
I need to go now, Thelindis. They're looking for us. If you ever need a place to hide...
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was all subjects of observation that were sent in. No progress whatsoever. Things are getting worse by the day. I have to find a way or we'll all be... But... if all this research comes to nothing, what then? But... could he really bring himself to kill me? No. Surely he wouldn't...
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want... to live?
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we? Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Thelindis? No. Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with... A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. I see it now. You've been living... What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Even imagining my friends would back me up. Irminsul. Finster King! How far are you going to take this? From the direct... Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down here is dead? No. This cannot go on. This...
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee that no one will find...
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. No one will know I was here. But...
Me?
If you let me go, you won't be able to complete your mission, will you?
Good point. In that...
No, please! I just want to see the outside world again. To...
Go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your word. So...
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding. But remember, Don't let anyone know you were caught. We'll be seeing each other again very soon.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedifilnir. What are you trying to do?
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Thelindis.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now I know exactly whose it is. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps trying to manipulate me like a puppet. What's his game here? Tell me then. What will this moment of opportunity look like? And no answer. He's like a ghost. Always disturbed.
So, the Eclipse Dynasty was purging, well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. And it seems like it was all connected. The king's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Khaenri'ah hanging in the balance. No wonder. And it looks like this Thelindis, Rerir's would-be fiancé, herself belonged to a sub-branch of the Crimson Moon Dynasty's descendants. It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. If the Vinster King hadn't intervened in such a drastic way, they might have gone on deceiving each other for the rest of their lives. And why does Vedifilnir, Dainslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? This guy kept more. The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of time for something a bit more creative. We've been inside Rerir's mind this whole time. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the rest. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that Rerir has really...
Rerir, are you there? Hey, Rerir! Come out, it's urgent!
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything.
Okay. I'll come. But the Lindis is still over at the
All right then, but make it quick.
I've never seen Dane so worked up.
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour.
Don't be ridiculous. We do not—
You might ask your blade that same question. The word on the street is that—
If this is your way of offering—
Oh, we can
Robdeteer. What brings you—
Why, Dainsleif, please. Cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter.
Well, the Universitas Magistral— You're president of the Vice President Veet doesn't—
My success is the product of course. No. And as for Efterveet, in missing out on the presidency, he's done.
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but it was an emergency.
You must be Rurir.
Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for convening this little gathering.
It's my brother, Vedafenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him blinded in both eyes and thrown in—
Vedafenir in prison? Strange. I thought the king trusted him and Horoptatyr more than anyone else in the world. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants, which is as clear as day to anyone paying attention. I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas
And also because you're slimy. Vedafenir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary? I'd rather incline—
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be having right now?
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedafenir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the throne.
You've been planning this—
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedafenir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler. My blade will force the king to see the error of his ways.
So, Vedafenir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take count, the extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. The question is, you have noble ambitions, Dane. But I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested in saving the world.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Thalinda? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for any— This black fog over the board must have some connection to Thalinda. Another mystery I'll need.
Author Thalin. Over the course of this week, Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. First, however, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, opening the gateway requires a specific power source, which the relevant literature indicates an enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow Lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this. As well as making ourselves overly reliant on a single resource, we are neglecting other promising technologies. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. If we really made it there one day, what? This is for you.
The Lindis.
I've heard nothing. You never saw him, and I...
What if he finds out that you pried into his...
Don't be silly. I don't know what...
Are you scared?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all describe. Logically, I should be scared, but enough about that.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future, everyone will be able to see
a red moon?
That's right. Our moon.
I promise.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out, no matter how long it takes.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this true? You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this!
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should...
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. My job is to enter the prison and rescue... Stay safe.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to prevail.
Found you. Hello. Surprised?
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this world...
I'm curious. What did you...
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Conria...
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw. Yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future is nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirit.
Forgive my curtness, Vedafulnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either. He blinded you because he thought this would make the visions stop.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future. Right up until...
Until what?
Just now.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down as the most tumultuous day in Conrian history.
I sense hatred in you, but also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed, but this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. Is that a dagger?
With your ability...
Of course not. You mean your future?
Yes. And I can't abandon the one I love.
In matters of fate, that is the cruelest thing
That... I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the... You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why? Why are you doing...
My voice. So, you hear it too? The voice that's... It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Vedifilnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my...
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, for as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless, that is all I will say on the matter.
I will hold you to...
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you one more thing that...
Just then, a strange wave of energy ripped...
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas?
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very...
Whatever Vedifilnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even... Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? Or the Universitas Magistrorum? Out of my way!
No more lies. How farcical. It all adds up. The sands of time got me. Poor lost lamb.
Incoming!
The universe. Allegedly, the king installed... But if they were ever...
Help! Help!
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Save me! I can't...
That sounded like an explode. What other means? And given it's a major center of abyss research, anyone...
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Branch into song. With one heart, we pray.
Don't blink! Huh? Cut to the chase! Ha! Hit! Speed of light! Let my name echo in song! This is...
Lush as the moonlight. The ebb and flow is over.
Nowhere to hide. Going in! The show begins! Let the world collide! Everybody stand back! Cut to the chase! Don't blink! Hey! Strike a pose! Incoming! Nowhere to hide! Teamwork is dreamwork! Time to shine! Don't blink!
Monsters! At the Universitas Magistrorum? Why now? Oh no! It's no use. Of course, I'm done for. Ah! Stay! Rear. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Celindus? No, don't do it! Celindus! Celindus!
I told you, Rerir. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rerir, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair or desire. We all have our own.
Rerir.
Celindus?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rerir? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice. I will find you. And then, you can give me your answer.
So that's how the Raker of Solnar... Viewing other people in a nutshell. His past is... Everyone, I'm back.
Never! She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rarir's life through my thought.
I mostly agree. However, I would not...
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again.
That's not what I meant. Although I do...
Then try to remember that now. As for you, Miss...
Cool! So, can you fill me in on the deets now? Most of what I saw went right over my head.
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
Yes, boss! Let me get that door for ya.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employment contract.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first clause say?
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the door, pouring the tea, yada yada.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the Curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policies. You don't seriously think I'm cruel enough to treat her like my slave? In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flintz and Varka lounging about in their chairs, enjoying a leisurely cup of tea. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to...
I'm sorry? What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago. Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole...
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yeah.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happening now?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent.
Is there any...
The first clause of...
Meaning
that...
Boss, it's
Oh, listen.
What?
Yes, really. What...
Well, anyway... I suggest everyone even though you don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just...
Don't I have the...
If we can find a...
Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules. You have my word. This place looks familiar. That's not a good...
I wasn't expecting visitors at...
Oh.
There you are! Sinue's been looking for...
Oh yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some...
What do you mean, loose string?
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to
Get in his good books? Why?
I've written a new song.
A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen, but unfortunately, Uncle Retinue says my dad's looking for me.
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting...
Pile of stones. Got it. Hi, Dad. Uncle...
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could...
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back.
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one.
If it wasn't...
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to... You know how prosperous... But things are looking...
So you're...
Special ambassador, they call it. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert.
So... Do you get...
Of course.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us. Well, you've gone from chief to thief, and now you have to face the consequences.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid,
and that Special Ambassador Act? Yeah, nice try! We spoke to the Academia.
You're a liar and a cheat!
I heard Yehuda get corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert... There's a handwritten note.
Halil, this is Sinuhe. This is my second. I'm writing to you. Praise the God. You told me to write. I urgent. This is an emergency.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died of grief. What a ridiculous...
Officer. I thought you would at least have the...
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain...
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our god. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you. She showed up here a few...
So... What?
Nowhere special. Just the one. Correct.
So, no...
Any who have slept...
All right, get over here. Never.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already.
Yes, Professor.
Oh? Please, ask away.
Well, I saw...
A week?
I think what you...
You see? Sharp as...
Because of where...
I'm sorry, Nefer. Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check...
Your family wrote to you.
Not exactly.
The House of Dana. Whatever you're looking for.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Professor.
Oh, don't mention it.
Hey, you're a great teacher. And it's not just the...
Oh, my dear.
I haven't. This must be it. Let's take a... A dilapidations. This one was... Who was it? This next one is... A few words in however, as well, education, as grant. I do hope... And the sender... So this... Whatever. I'm not exact... I can't believe... I don't believe for... Wait.
Greetings, Halil. I don't know how well you... In my tribe, the Shimti... This brings me to my There was a terror... The Eob and... I found a well. When we met, that aside, we have no...
From the outset, the Academia, and you were so... You swore... You liar. And who fell for it? I think I'll take over. I just came...
Nefer?
I'm quitting.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity.
It was. Oh, and I... What's wrong?
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your...
Yeah, I lied. It's not rare at all. It's not worth much.
But Nefer...
All right.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right?
Yeah, I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare fun. And as for remembering, I'll be lucky if I even make... It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador,
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all. The ever-shifting balance of power.
Huh. So...
This well is the
You're not wrong. But...
Of course not. Records uncovered by the Vahu. I checked the map carefully.
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say...
Don't get greedy, Ia. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in dealing with the de facto power holders in the region. I hope I am making myself clear.
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt down every one of your people.
I assure you, Chief, that would not be... You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize... And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru Academia would bother to come all the...
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news.
Gladly. I am partial to wine myself, and so let's indulge in a few...
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken...
What? Well, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the Eab's military.
What is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well. This can't be a coincidence.
I
am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control over—
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. That well is ours.
Glad to hear it.
If there is a traitor, I will find.
Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around my finger.
So, in summary, Ambassador,
the Eab are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the— So let me ask you, Chief.
Kill them all. Of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. The Eab have held back our academic— At the same time,
we have our own rules out here.
Right. Natural. Weren't the Eab your ally? Let me be clear.
Say no more.
Good. Then I suggest you get to work. You see, Dad? Lying is easy. Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered bodies bleed like any others. You're no different. You're nothing special at all. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. What a joke. I think we're even now. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's a better place without all these people around. Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribespeople would still be alive. But you couldn't do what had to be done.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is in the past now.
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
Yeah, but even...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright, time for a So, anyway, that feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired.
Yes, if we can find somewhere to sit down.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? A temple? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says.
You mentioned a temple.
My biggest trade...
Ah. Then I'm guessing it's where you go.
I didn't know you were
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but...
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean. General Maha...
That's Bob.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscure...
What about him? is...
Well, he's not a small... Please, this is the bare bone bait. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to...
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this stuff. Like, I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too, but I've never seen...
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the 3 Let's take a look.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive.
Timed that pretty well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt.
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes...
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir, it seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone?
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million mora. The Eab ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came at the cost of almost every warrior in the tribe. The final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. The remaining Eab fled and have been scattered to the winds ever since. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. There it was, seemingly immune to the relentless hostility of the desert. While my tribal home... As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King. He led me to a gate deep inside the temple, and there he made a deal. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret. With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any human's, full of secrets, perversions, egotistical tendencies. But precious few...
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls...
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned. Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Reicher of Solnari's background. I am pleased to report that the investigation... The Reicher of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Khanrian subject who served the Vinster King.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Teyvat.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the
Never.
Miss Lauma?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the term Moongate is one I have heard before. But as is the
Then back to Miss Columbina.
Not at this stage.
But there's more to the...
Yes. And right now...
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the... I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Ray, with the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet...
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the Wild Hunt is a...
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with, and he wants to be whole.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a curse.
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss...
It is a compelling explanation. This raises some interesting questions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation. Already, it has greatly enriched my understanding of the entity we face.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as we look to formulate the next stage of our plan.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... when I think of the man I once knew as Rerir, I struggle.
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but my heart goes out to you.
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies. And the skies are host to many more.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some...
That's very...
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest. Hey.
Why not? It's just a hotel.
If it's all the same, I'll just stay out here. I might not look the part, but I'm technically a knight. Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get... Firstly, although she managed to trap the rake, it's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out.
Honestly,
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for... felt like some kind of sales pitch.
2 days?
That remains to be seen. You have some history with him, right? Great. All right. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you.
Oh, Paimon's done.
All right. We felt a little uneasy.
Roping us in?
I choose my...
Sir Varka,
I'm all ear.
I think we can be more
I see your point. To be clear, I don't...
I want to do everything within my power. The Reihir of Solnari is a truly...
Well, that tracks with... As in, most people... Of course, everyone...
Thank you, sir.
I should be the one thinking...
This is a thorough plan.
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work. Firstly, from the earliest. Secondly, he seems to have a particular. Thirdly, final. Turns out, we.
As someone who's had their fair
Understood.
Well, everyone.
Plan approved. Okay! Any firepower?
The frost moons.
And the rest of you? No objections?
Wait!
Everyone says things they regret, right?
A very people. Shh. We don't use people's real names at work.
This plan can only work.
We shall indeed. Also, you.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangamabe. So, the longer your name, the high... In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right.
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to hire me otherwise?
Oh, does this mean someone out there actually has the...
It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours. Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Nod Krai is gonna go down the drain!
Okay. So what exactly is so special?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something... I finally got it all fully charged up with Kovaki, and then never went and used it all up at once!
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki.
You will? Well, in that case...
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want.
You're putting me in...
It's a very useful thing to have around. But I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new business opportunity on the other side.
How are things going? Feeling ready?
Oh, I was born ready. Don't forget, when some... Ta-da! See? It's right here.
Oh, it's so pretty. Did you make it? Aha!
No, that's not the... Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that... Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little Took him long enough. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from... So nosy.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project.
Could be. Anyway.
Fair enough. But it sounds like you...
Or maybe he was... Either way, all's well that ends well. Huh?
Paimon's just...
Well, there are always gonna be... Alice has been and more than that. No... Oh, that? Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent... My priority is to...
Alright, if you...
I do say so, and that's the whole... Oh, and could you...
traveler, Paimon.
Everything going smoothly?
Sort of. As you're per the plan, we...
What? You can actually dissect the wild hunt?
That depends on your definition of wild hunt.
Harmless, lifeless.
The wild hunt is an interesting... Master griped a lot. I don't think that was because of his look. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through... Perhaps the only Oh, sorry. Back to our research findings. You could think of this... Unfortunately...
Oh, it's...
Miss Columbine is... It's as if her creator...
Given the circumstance... Time to kick off the
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! This is for you. Doria...
Ah, how wonderful.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you.
All right, then.
Adventure time!
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes.
My lady.
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest... This is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to... For me, this gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas.
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Biggest strengths are honesty and hard-workingness.
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it?
That's right.
Yes.
I have but it's what everyone... I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people.
You're different from...
You're more perceptive than... Do you ever find yourself...
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. I don't recall any...
Is that because
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudge. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without...
You're welcome.
Friend, he betrayed me.
Okay. You see? You're torn. Now you know it
I need some time.
Of course. Actually...
You mean the Harbin...
Yes. I always thought they were only helping, and even now...
Clearly, they've...
I feel a little guilty now. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there?
Huh.
Sure. Hello.
Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know...
You will?
They needn't be.
That doesn't matter to them. You can't control...
It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
Off we go!
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting...
Not too long.
Are you nervous about the...
Quite the opposite. When I was awakened by the... But after waging war against the wild hunt for so... My restless flame...
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad...
Well, in the past, when I was a fae who... but it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces.
Looks like...
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at... Please.
Never! Over here!
Aino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on... Meanwhile, Aino herself...
Excellent.
The chest that's looking...
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage in a moment's...
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, traveler!
I will.
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle... Every ounce of strength we have in our...
Ready?
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Leave this place.
Move!
Be silent.
The moonlight betrays you. Move!
Let me help you guys. Eat this!
Hunt him down! The moonlight betrays. Pathetic!
Branch into song.
Close your eyes. Observe.
No more lies. Seek within.
Move!
By the frost and the cold. Luscious
The moonlight betrays you.
Close your eyes. Observe.
Move!
Water jet!
Hunt him down!
It all adds
The
up.
moonlight betrays you.
Can't hide the
It's
truth.
all futile. Hunt him down!
Be silent.
Are you quite finished?
Move! The
for the
moonlight
everlasting
betrays you.
A grave trap. Branch into song.
The mystery unravels. No more lies.
The moonlight
It all adds up.
betrays you. Move!
Observe. Close your eyes.
Hunt him down! The moonlight betrays you.
Can't hide the truth.
Move!
With one heart.
Began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
Moonlight betrays you.
Observe. Close your eyes.
It all adds up. No more.
Vanir, when will it be as you foretold?
Forest, protect us.
Close your eyes. Observe. Close your eyes. Are you quite finished?
Leave this place. It all adds up. No more lies. Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
Observe. Close your eyes. Be silent.
You poor lost lamb.
Go!
Your foul spirit is not welcome here. Observe. Be silent.
Bombs away!
Seek within. For the everlasting forest, lush as the moon. A grave transgression.
Hunt them down!
Observe.
The moonlight betrays you. Move!
Go!
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up. Branches a song.
The moonlight
Be silent. Close your eyes. Night falls.
By the frost moon of
Be silent. Observe. Night falls.
The mystery unravels. No more lies.
Hunt them down!
move. Futile.
Receive my blessing. It all adds up.
Keep your distance to dust. Are you quite finished?
With one heart, we pray. Lush as the moonlight.
Pathetic!
Go!
No more lies. Can't hide the truth. Seek within.
Close your eyes.
Futile to dust. The moonlight betrays you. Our game of heroics is over. Who wants to go first? Now, get out of my sight! Your death is within my grasp!
The deception ends here. Can't hide the truth. No more lies.
Wipe out! Go!
It all adds up. Seek within. No more lies. Can't hide the truth.
Wipe out!
The mystery unravels. It all adds up. No more lies. Let's see what you're made of.
Bombs away!
Seek within. Can't hide the truth. Absurd. The mystery unravels. It all adds up. No more lies. Let's see what you're made of.
I've got this. The shield's broken. I can't keep. Don't push your luck. It all adds up.
Can't hide the truth. Seek within.
Wipe out!
No more lies.
Water jet!
The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth.
Water jet!
No more lies. It all falls into place.
Bombs away!
Seek within. It all adds up. Can't hide the truth. Time to come clean. The deception ends here.
Water jet! Wipe out!
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth. There's no other way.
The only way to defeat Rarer is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
Never! Your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powerless to resist. And then, I will reduce you to...
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on, keep up.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining as they are, you've backed yourself into a corner.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything. You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never being able to save your... You cannot win the fight against fate, Rarer.
Is that what you think? Well, now it's your turn to feel afraid!
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you! happening? That power. I've seen it before.
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst.
How about that?
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Rerir.
We won.
Nefer, how are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness.
Let me handle it. Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most
reckless. How? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision. In business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome. And people suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make. Whether that means faith, strength. I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much.
Thank you. Really.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. Until then, I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, Just get your... My dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved a spectacular victory.
The moon will remember this day. There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they've... And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
Huh. Hold on. Let me try...
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just thought I should...
You're right. There's no damage. That's a relief. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar share something like this with me.
Things are a little different now from how they were. I'm learning to share how I truly feel with my friends.
Friends? You have no idea.
How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep?
I'm doing all right, Paimon.
Phew! Well, that's good.
Glad to hear you didn't starve.
Well, it was... Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self. She couldn't
Well, I'm back.
Oh yeah, and oh babe, he also dropped off some medical supplies if you're feeling up to it. We're here!
Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing! We were literally just saying how there's no way we're holding this victory feast without you any longer, and...
How are you feeling today?
Much better, thanks. Don't...
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know.
Yep, we're here for you. Anything you need, just let it...
Oh wait! Where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well? Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple days' rest. I can actually open them again now.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma says not to
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh! Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among...
You bet!
Sure thing!
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think? No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one who spewed his venomous hatred everywhere. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say. Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ear. What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. I'm not someone who gets stuck. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. He was just a fool. That's why the academia turned their back on... Oh, Father. How much better things could have been if you were a skilled... Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me than my real dad ever was. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception? Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. He promised. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his aunt. Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave to me. So that's enough for you to decide he's nice, is it? He's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good deeds to win people's approval. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different? You can't work as a spy your whole life and expect a happy ending. It's preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't understand it. Liars live in the darkness of their own making. But they say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think? Good. If you understand that, it means you're smart. And if you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing. Because all they care about is themselves. For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news around. Stops other people trying to steal it from me. So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Oh, is that what it looks like? Well, you all know my past now. And I can't simply eliminate everyone who knows too much. So when you find yourself in a situation you can't control, the safest play is to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a hawk. If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is safe with you. Very good.
Oh, wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, Paimon's... After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up.
Huh? Am I imagining things?
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too. Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while.
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow he won't lie low forever. So we'd better stay on guard.
How have you been holding up?
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster.
What?
You played an indus sometimes.
Let's do a quick demonstration.
Thank you.
See? Did you catch that? A master class.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Seems like you've recovered.
Can I get you a drink?
Huh?
Handling a drink.
Paimon believes it! To be totally honest.
Don't worry.
To put it in this, when facing an enemy you have no hope of So, instead of looking for a way for this to work, for added security, the alchemical array, that power.
What surprised me, given his history with Rerir.
It must have been a...
Absolutely. He was torn between two. Anyway, how...
Adventure time!
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. I must thank you for the...
Why come and ask me?
I mostly...
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your card.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable...
Huh?
Let's see.
Stop!
It's nothing to hide.
How?
You're a curious but I'm afraid no matter... You did it for Sumeru.
It was empty land that was gonna go to... Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty of food. It was something I looked into. But after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, I decided the tech people handled the tech, and money bags.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you.
So? What's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature.
But surely you have dreams of your own beyond...
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to just thinking about it.
Thank you.
For the device?
And the pendant.
Oh, that.
Seems like we've
Yeah. So long.
That would be your...
Yeah. Though it's not like I want to forget them. My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely.
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that plus...
Oh, absolutely. You've got a lot going for you too.
I appreciate the vote of...
That? Yes. I've thought a lot about it. I think this is very important.
Well, this is a new one.
Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers?
What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my...
If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please? That's...
Polonia! Please, Seed Lady
Will you still invite me to your next tea party?
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this time?
We just wanted to,
Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't...
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to...
Oh, don't you worry about that. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's... My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead.
Whoa! Pretty
You can ignore those. I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant dreamlike past, and other times, I grit my teeth and note down. Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. Huh. Although, having said that, who else? Pretty much all the Mecha and Fontaine are his
Wait, are you saying you know him?
I mean, I guess we were friendly enough.
Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only we used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, I honored his request. But I did read through everything. I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that. Would have...
So... that's where the formulas in your...
I just told you. Those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. Alain's work was like epic poetry. Not that there's anything bad about it. Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to... Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Narzissenkreuz Institute. They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry, unfortunately, childhood would end. The prophecy would come true, a mad dream. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits, but alas, they were some of the sharpest, the first of them to fall under its spell. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve. It's complicated. Alain wanted to... Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even the next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed. And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more. But I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. What do you think of her? Do you admire his... or do you despise him? Same difference, really. Doesn't... The only difference is... I don't like Fen... Maybe I could Anyway, that's enough about Renee. No, he managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his... After that, the only thing supporting his work. But although that is... I think that... Yet Alain's until... Once he realized, he quit working on... He told me that the... I think that all... At the very end, many years after that. And that is the... One went all in on his... The other sought death. Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. They were young children, or maybe they... But instead, the search... Do you think the desire to save oneself... The way you said that sound... He gave the exact... No elaboration. Just a quick short answer. All right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. Polonia, exit hibernation mode.